back to trail. Good morning. I'm back on trail. I guess this is what you would call an early start for me. I think I stepped on trail about 8:25. So I've got about 11 miles, I think, maybe 10 today. It's beautifully sunny, but it's bitter cold. It was the dashboard thermometer for the outside temperature read 21 degrees when we pulled into the trailhead. So here goes. That's a full 360. Well, except for right there, but even that. All right, let's see what we can see. Well, I made it to the Wayah fire tower, or lookout tower now, I guess. It used to be like a whole another story taller than this. You know, back in the 40s, they took the roof and the top level off. And then this looks like the second version of this roof since the 80s. From looking at the pictures, but it is cold up here. Wind is blowing, and I'm not walking anymore, so that's probably why it's a lot colder. I will be getting down from here, continuing to walk just to keep my body temperature optimized. All right, I just got here to Wayah shelter. It's about a mile past the tower. I'm gonna try to have some lunch here. I had to throw on another jacket. It's still just bitter cold. Let's see what it says. A little thermometer says 34. Yeah, that's still cold, right? It's not 24, but it's not, you know, it's still just almost freezing. So I'm gonna have some lunch here. Try to stay warm without hiking. So I'm at Burning Town Gap. Looks like there's some utility work of some kind going on down there. There looks to be a truck with flashing lights and a backhoe. Not sure. Anyway, I'm going that way. It has kind of warmed up in the hour or two since I left the shelter. I'm also, well, I'm not that much lower elevation. I'm only about 500 feet, 400 feet lower than I was at lunch. But the sun's out, things have warmed up. It's 2:25 in the afternoon. Let's see what I can get here. 52 according to that. Doesn't feel that warm, but Maybe when the breeze isn't blowing, it's 52. Still a cool breeze blowing. All right, I'm going back into the woods. So note to self, from this point to the shelter is what a 12% grade looks like. To compare with Standing Indian, which was what, 9, 10 maybe? I'll double check that. I've been writing this stuff down in my journal. I have like a log, not a log, but I was just curious, and so I jotted down like 6 or 8 of the known climbs to kind of compare their grades and lengths. I mean, this is what we're looking at right now. This would be just deep woods in the summertime, which is what I'm used to. And I have to say, there's kind of a desolate loneliness to this when I only see like 1 or 2 other hikers in a day, and all the woods look like this. Hey, at least it's not hot right now. However, my nighttime comfort would welcome a hot day and a warm night, or a hot day and a not freezing night. Don's AirPods left behind. That's not true. They're in my pocket, aren't they? Yeah, okay. Phew. I don't know what the things they're talking about. All right. Just arrived at Cold Spring Shelter. Sign says camping, and someone wrote with a marker 0.1 that way with a view from a bald 5-star sunrise. All right, maybe I'll go check that out, because this is kind of dug into a mountainside. There's a spring right in front, but I don't see a lot of choices for camping here, unless you're literally right in front of the fireplace, right in front of the fire pit. If that fire pit weren't in the way, you could put a few tents there. But here I am on the ridge above Cold Spring Shelter, where the designated tent camping is. And just to give you an idea, this is the view. And let's see, sunrise should be right over there, according to the apps. So I'm gonna set up right here. It doesn't feel any more windy than down there, where some other campsites are. If anything, the sun feels good right here. So I'm gonna set up between that tree and that tree, right there and right there. All right, there's my hang. As you can see, it's a little bit windy. I tacked the backside at a steeper angle, a little bit lower to the ground, since that's the windward direction.